So today we are going to be doing more measuring, but this time with a ruler. Again, I have chosen my cookbook to measure, so just like in activity 1, I have laid the object on a flat surface. And like yesterday, I'm going to be measuring either from the top to the bottom or from the bottom to the top. So I've got my ruler here and I'm going to use this side here. And as you can see, it starts with a K and an M. Now the K and the M stands for centimetres. So today I'm going to be measuring the length of my book using centimetres. I'm going to start at the bottom and go up to the top, just like yesterday. So my ruler is going to be flat next to my book, but I'm making sure I am starting with the lowest number on my ruler. So as you can see, we've got lots and lots of different numbers on the ruler, and they get to the bigger numbers at the top of the ruler. So I'm going to make sure I'm starting with the lowest number. So I've got 1 here, and the number that comes before 1 is a 0. So although this line here doesn't have a 0 underneath it, we know that the number that comes before 1 is 0. So 0 is going to start at the bottom of my book. So I'm going to put 0 at the very bottom of my book. As you can see, my ruler is touching the book, so again I'm making sure I am measuring accurately as it's all nice and straight and it is touching the book. Now what I need to do, I need to check where the very top of my book finishes, okay? So as you can see, my book finishes here and the number that is next to it is 23. Okay, so as you can see, the top of my book is here, the number next to it is 23. That means that my book is 23 centimetres. So again, we'll just go over a few of the golden rules for when you are measuring with a ruler. Okay, you need to make sure either you're measuring from the top to the bottom or bottom to the top, just like in activity 1. The object that you are measuring is on a flat surface. And when you are measuring with your ruler, you always start, wherever you're starting, either at the top or the bottom, you always start with a 0. Now your ruler might have a 0, 1, mine doesn't, but we know the number that comes before 1 is a 0, so we always start on this line here. Okay, so and then you gently and carefully place it next to your object where it starts, and then you make sure it's touching your object, and then you see where your object finishes and what number is next to it.